Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your 2025 horoscope forecast. We're going to start off with the fact that you have Saturn and Neptune right in Pisces, your fifth house of children, creativity, romance, the stock market. Difficult to have fun, to let loose. We want more control. We can almost be, the party pooper at times, or even with our children. The relationship we have with our children can seem a bit more strained, or like it's more difficult. There's more responsibility around children. And even romantic partners that you meet, it may seem like it's a little more difficult to get things going. You can't just relax. With Neptune being in the fifth house still, there could be confusion around children, confusion around your investments with the stock market. Maybe you don't know which way to proceed. And there could be times where you have relationships, you meet people, and they turn out to be dishonest. You thought it was this kind of a relationship, it turned out that it wasn't. Or maybe you're attracting a lot of people who even have addictions, escapism tendencies, because that's kind of what Neptune does. But Saturn there is really trying to restructure this house so that you could have fun in a more responsible way. But it does kind of seem like, you don't even want to have fun sometimes. You get more serious. You get more serious about love relationships, about children, about your investments. The fifth house is the house of the higher mind. And sometimes when Saturn transits here, we can get a little bit down about ourselves, about our situation. Saturn in the fifth house, sometimes we want to get pregnant and maybe it's more difficult. We don't know if we want to have children. We don't know if we can financially afford children. Conversations like this may pop up for some of you guys. May 25th until September 1st of 2025, Neptune and Saturn are going to be in Aries in your sixth house of service, work, daily habits, health, and you're going to get a taste of what these planets will be doing for this time frame. But both of these planets will bring something new into your life. Some of you may even have a calling to change the lives of other people, to get involved in your community, to work in a field that helps other people, or you want to educate other people. Some of you will feel like you want to start eating better, or maybe working out, because you want to improve your day-to-day life. Maybe get organized, restructure your life so that it works better. And it could even be simple things as sleeping habits, or paying off your debt, becoming better financially stable, or you're budgeting better. So Saturn and Neptune will bring something new here. But at the same time, this is where the hard work will start. And it's going to go back into your fifth house for a bit. But then by 2026, it will come into your sixth house. And this is where the hard work will start for you, where you are going to be working on your daily habits, your health, your service to the outside world. And Neptune here will try to dissolve things a little bit. Neptune wants to dissolve your schedule. It wants you to romanticize in a different area of your life. So sometimes you may feel like you want to miss appointments, you want a more leisurely schedule, but Saturn will help you get organized in this area, because Neptune does kind of blind us. We put on the rose-colored glasses sometimes, or sometimes we're trying to get our health on track, and with Neptune, we might not be able to figure out what it is. But with Saturn going in there with Neptune, we'll know exactly what to do, and we could do it step by step. It may seem harder, or like relationship with coworkers could be a little more stressed, or if you're a business owner, maybe you'll have to hire new employees, or completely change your schedule, change your eating habits because of something you're going through. But usually Saturn in the sixth house is really good because it gets us really working on our goals. That's the 6th house, so that we can become better at everything else. Neptune and Saturn are retrograding back into your 5th house. And by the end of the year, you're going to see all the hard work that you have done in the area of creativity, children, romance, stocks, bonds, games of chance, and you can reap some rewards finally, but it could also be the final testing period where you are tested in your romantic relationships. You're tested with your relationship with your children, or maybe they could be acting up a little bit or going through something of their own where they are leaning on you a little bit more. Pluto in 2025 is in the sign of Aquarius, your 4th house of home security, mother. Pluto from its 4th house will square your 1st house. It will oppose your 10th house of career and public image. And it will square your relationship house. So over the next 20 years, Pluto in the 4th will be a really big deal for you. This year, any planet from 0 to 3 degrees in Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius will be affected by Pluto. So huge transformations. Think sun, your image, health, career, moon, family, mother, females, where you live, Venus, relationships, money, aesthetics. If it's Mercury, it is skills. While we're having this Pluto transit, we can feel like things are just out of control sometimes. And for you, this can directly involve your career and other people. It can be a time where one of your parents needs your help. You have issues maybe with vehicles at times. So you're just not feeling as secure because that's the job of Pluto. It's that undercurrent. Subconsciously, we know everything around us is changing. Things may be slipping away, right underneath our fingers. And this is your home. So maybe the people that you live with are changing. Some of you could be starting a new family, moving to a new home, new pets, new everything. And others of you could be having a hard time with the people that you are living with. A lot of push-pull dynamics within the home, maybe even some arguments, or people in your home are draining you. When Pluto is in the 4th, we can move a lot. Over the next 20 years, Scorpios, you guys can move home a lot, change your residence, or the people that live with you can change. Uranus in 2025 is still in your 7th house. This year it's going to transit from 23 to 29 degrees of Taurus from January to July 6th. So you can meet somebody, fall madly in love. There could be a lot of ups and downs within your relationships with business partnerships, with clients, as well as romantic relationships. Meeting someone out of the blue, falling in love, feeling like you have a connection. It could even be a sudden parting, a breakup. For some of you, it could be where you fall in love, you even get pregnant with somebody because of that 5th house eclipse you're having this year. So Uranus will also make its way into your 8th house this year. So there's a lot of shakeups within your relationships this year, Scorpio. Uranus will enter Gemini July 7th. And it'll stay there till November 6th, 7th. Your 8th house is your financial house. All right. So it will square your 11th house of groups, friendships. So there could be maybe issues about money within friendships. And you have those eclipses in your 11th house. So there could be a change within your friendships, and it could have to do with some kind of partnership, some kind of money. It is opposing your 2nd house, so there could be financial shakeups. You could be buying something, buying a property, or buying some possession you've wanted for a long time. This is also squaring your 5th house, so a lot could be going on with maybe children, even child custody for some of you, payments around children, as well as love, romantic partners, or getting pregnant sporadically out of the blue for some of you. You didn't plan on it and it just happened. 8th house is also occult knowledge, taxes, inheritances. And this is going to just be a little preview of what's to come. Those of you who have planets in the very early degree, like 1 degree, Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, you can feel this when Uranus enters. It makes, a little rumble in your 8th house. So deepening intimacy with a partner. Some of you could get an inheritance, a payout, a loan, a scholarship, benefit from other people's money. Uranus is going to shake things up for you in the financial sector. And it's going to come back, retrograde back into your 7th house, and all the way until February of 2026, to where it's going to get back to the 27 degrees of Taurus. So if you do have a Scorpio rising 27 degrees, you're going to feel a lot of changes, personal, the way you look, what you find beautiful, and in your relationship, on and off again, relationships in your life, or just meet a new person. You're just completely in love. You can't keep your hands off each other. Or it could just be a little bit of instability within relationships, but not just romantic relationships, but if clients, business partners, even friends, just people you deal with. So because Uranus is unpredictable, it's trying to shake you up out of your rut. So it could be shakeups for you with finances, the way you share finances, the way you share energy, and within relationships this year. Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, is in the sign of Gemini, your 8th house, and it stays there until June 9th of 2025. The house of transformation, taxes, inheritances, occult knowledge. This can also be the house of secrets and scandals. Intimacy. So everything is expanding for you when it comes to money, financial situations, especially dealing with partnerships, other people, stocks, bonds. This can be a time of huge expansion in the financial area for you. It's also opposing your 2nd house, so you could be gaining a lot more self-confidence within yourself. This is a time where you can find help easier when it comes to loans, banks, stock market. Even you can make some good money here. Or with a business partner, a romantic partner, your spouse or partner could start bringing in more money, so you can be better off financially. This is also a time some people might even receive a scholarship, lottery winnings. Jupiter expands wherever it is, and this is the house of intimacy, transformation, and you guys could be completely transforming your financial situation as it's looking at your 2nd house. And maybe it is through a partner, through a spouse, that you're making more money. Or it could just be that you get a loan, so you could buy a possession, a house, a car. When Jupiter is in the 8th house, we can actually find a really good romantic relationship, one where intimacy is really important. You could feel really close to someone and maybe even change your life with this other person, come together, merge your finances. A lot of people actually start romantic relationships as Jupiter is in the 8th house. Jupiter will enter your 9th house of higher education, spirituality, publishing, travel, education. And this will happen from June 12th of 2025, and it will stay there until June 30th of 2026. This is a time where if you want to teach, you want to start teaching, you have something to publish, this can be really easy for you. Doors can just open for you. If you need education, you want to further your education, whether it be for work, you want to go back to school, this is a great time to do so, as Jupiter will just make you want to do it. So you're going to have an easier time. So those of you in college studying could have an easier time with your studies at this time. If you get a chance to go abroad, this can be a really beautiful trip that opens up doors for you to new experiences, new people. You can meet a spiritual teacher. Your philosophy on life could change. through a book, a documentary, a trip, or just getting to know people. Their views could open you up to new levels of thinking, higher levels of thinking. The ninth house is your higher mind. The beautiful thing here is this is going to trine your sign. It's going to trine your ascendant, and this can make you feel just happy-go-lucky. You're just going to have more luck in life. You're going to feel like heavy burdens are lifted a little bit. And if you've had problems with your father or your relationship was strained, you can fix the relationship now. Or there could be wonderful new things beginning in the life of your father. Or you could even benefit from your father. You can benefit even from legal judgments. Those of you may be involved in a court case. It can maybe go your way, or it could just ease up a bit. You could feel called to teach something that you have learned to other people. Spread the message. Fill out your passport information. Travel abroad. All these things will bring you luck. Jupiter will also look to your third house when it's sitting in the ninth house. So any kind of skill you are learning will bring you rewards down the road, and it will seem easier. Like you're meant to learn these things. Even small trips, small weekend getaways can open up doors for you, bring you a lot of happiness. March 2nd until April 13th, in between eclipses, where we're already reminiscing, feeling emotions, people from the past are coming back into our lives. All relationship issues come to the forefront. We are reviewing emotions. That is what Venus retrograde is about. You could be reminiscing about people. Past relationships could be coming into your life, people reaching out from the past. But this can also bring up any kind of relationship issues that are not working at the moment. Bring them up to the forefront. So there could be even a letting go, breaks in relationship. All relationship issues are coming up for review in 2025. And if you are thinking about getting any beauty treatments, I urge you to wait until after Venus goes direct, as we can sometimes not like the result of these. We have 4 eclipses in 2025. The first is March 13th, a lunar eclipse at 24 degrees of Virgo. If you have personal planets from 22 to 26 in the sign of Virgo or in the sign of Pisces, this eclipse can be felt even more. Friendships change because this is where the South Node resides. A lunar eclipse, a time of release. You could just outgrow certain friendships, certain acquaintances, even groups that you belong to, you no longer align with. They're not benefiting you. You could release these people, or you're not spending as much time with them. Even a friend moving away. Maybe a friend gets married. They don't have as much time to spend with you. Those of you with older siblings, your older sibling could be going through a transition in life, a harder time, maybe moving away, or there's just new developments in your relationship with an older sibling. The 11th house is the love that you receive, and you could feel like you're not receiving the kind of love, attention that you are after. So you could be changing things in not just friendship, but how you do friendship. What kind of energy do you bring to other people? What kind of energy do they bring to you? You may maybe decide to do away with negative people because you feel like they just drain you. This is opposing your 5th house. So there could be new developments in the lives of your children, your romantic relationships. A lot of you could be getting into relationships and you just don't have the time for the groups, the charities you devoted your time to. March 29th, there is a solar eclipse at 9 degrees of Aries. If you do have personal planets from 7 to 12 degrees of Aries or Libra, this can affect you more on a personal level. This is about work, health habits. Maybe you're starting a new exercise regimen, eating healthier, getting new coworkers, new alliances, at work. This could even be a time where you start maybe going to a new gym. There's something new coming to you. Organization, organizing your day-to-day activities, cleaning up your health, paying off bills. You guys can pay off a bill. Start budgeting right now. Organizing your home. It seems mundane, but a lot of times this is exactly what we have to do to get ahead, is change our daily habits. Do things little by little every day to accomplish a bigger goal. And right now, there's something new opening up for you here. You could be hiring new employees that are going to be very beneficial for you, those of you who own a business. This can be a time where some of you are called to help other people. Maybe you have something to teach, something to give, because the sixth house is the house of service, especially those that are not doing as well as you, those that need your help. So it's about diet, rearranging your lifestyle, helping others, budgeting, making future financial plans so that you could reach your goals a little bit better. September 7th, there is a lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Pisces. If you have personal planets from 13 to 17 degrees of Virgo or Pisces, you can feel the effects even stronger. This is the house of creativity, romance, children, the house of the stock market, speculative gains, all your fun hobbies as well. This can be a time where you find a new hobby that just lights you up. You invest money in the stock market, or you see a payout from the stock market. It can be a time where one of your children could be moving away, experiencing new things going on in their lives. Your relationships are maybe changing a bit with your children. Find a romantic partner. You fall in love. You maybe take a relationship to the next level. This is a lunar eclipse, so you feel like there's a letting go, a releasing happening here. This is where the North Node is residing, so it's going to give you something new. Some of you maybe even getting pregnant, starting a family of your own. That is the fifth house. You can also turn a creative hobby into a business right now. You can start having more fun. Fifth house is the house of fun, and this is where your new beginning is. Your huge focus in life will be the fifth house. Romance, children, relationships in general. The fifth house is also the house of intelligence. And you could pick up a lot of new skills as well as intuitive skills with the North Node here. Now, anytime we have eclipses, it can always bring up anxiety. You could be more emotional. You know, when your children are starting new chapters in their lives, maybe they're going off to college, it's like really exciting, but at the same time, you know, it could be sad, it could be emotional. New people can arrive into your life, romantic partners, friends that you have fun with. Somebody from the past could try to reconnect with you. A lot of times with lunar eclipses, this can happen, or somebody where you have a past life connection. September 21st, there is a solar eclipse at 29 degrees of Virgo. So if you have planets from 27, 28, 29 degrees of Virgo, Pisces, this eclipse will affect you more. This is your 11th house, groups, friendships, organizations. You could find new alliances, new acquaintances, new friends that introduce you to a new way of life, introduce you to a lot of opportunities. The 11th house is the love that you receive from other people, and this can be a time where you become more popular with other people. You find your crowd, the friends that are aligning with where you are at in life now. You can join charities, groups of people who help other people. You can join new online communities, find new friends, become friends with even somebody that you've known, you dated before, romantic partner, it could be for some of you. But this is really a time where you're going to meet more people. They're going to introduce new opportunities to you. So go out there, Go out with people. You don't want to stay in now, because not only is this about popularity and attracting people to you, but you're attracting opportunities through meeting people, through mingling in circles of completely different people. Now, before, you had that lunar eclipse earlier in the year in your 11th house. So it's kind of like you're choosing to hang out with different people. This can also be a time where you start a romantic relationship. A friend turns into more than a friend. That's what the 11th house is, but it's also your hopes and dreams. And some of you could realize some of your hopes and dreams this year. New friends, acquaintances you meet this year are exactly what's going to lead you to some of your hopes and dreams. If you have a business, you're on social media, you can gain a big following. People are attracted to you. They want to hear what you have to say. So it's about popularity. It's about hopes and dreams, even making more money, and just finding your crowd, finding true friends. I hope you found this helpful. Like and subscribe for more.